And welcome to Mom Talk, episode 10.
10. We're in the double digits.
Woo! I'm Jen.
I'm Tanya. I am.
And I am drinking the black cherry coffee tonight.
Yeah. What do you think of it?
I haven't had it yet, but it smells so
I had it a
good.
few weeks ago and I really liked it.
Oh, I think it was last week. I always do like the week after. I'm like, oh, I want that. So.
Oh, was it just last week? Oh, a lot has happened since then. Okay.
Okay, that was just like the most awful moment in the world. I'm like the pickiest eater, and like whenever people are like, you have to try this new food, and then like everything stops, and like I feel like everyone's looking at me.
Oh,
and
like everyone was. Yes, we were.
So I was like, oh no, that's exactly what I'm doing. No, it's very good. I like it.
Yeah, I thought it was really good.
We'll have to buy more of this.
Mm-hmm. I have the French vanilla. I did try it before, but totally forgot what it tasted like. It's fine.
It's fine, just fine.
It's just fine.
It's not like the Tim Hortons French vanilla.
Not cappuccino. No, but I wouldn't be able to drink that anyways because of the sugar.
Too much sugar.
I have issues with sugar.
I like sugar.
She does.
But I am also noticing that I am reducing the amount of sugar just naturally. Like we're out today for lunch, and a friend of ours made homemade peanut butter and chocolate cups, like Reese's cups or whatever, right?
Which are like, she's known for making them.
And they're so good, and I like ate half and then put it down and like didn't eat anymore. And then there was like a piece of like chocolate lush on the table, or like on my plate, and I had like 2 bites, and it was so good,
but you just couldn't.
But I was like, I can't have any.
I'm rubbing off on you.
I guess you are, because that is not like
you have a very like
huge
sweet tooth. Yeah, I just can't. Something changed in my system, and I'm just not able. I tried, and like I liked sugar, but it started out with having like really big dips after and really feeling unwell. But I also had gestational diabetes with Micah, so I don't know if that has something to do with it, but I started it like that, and then I finally, after like a year, was like, this does not feel very good. And so then I don't know, something changed. It's not worth it. It's not worth, and something changed, and I was like, I just don't want to. Like, it's just not fun.
I feel like I'm not lactose intolerant, but I know someone who is, and like, it's just, I don't want it. Like, you don't understand what I have to experience afterwards. It's not worth it. I don't want it.
Yeah, my friend up north, she was allergic to chocolate.
I've heard of people who are allergic to chocolate.
So it was actually cocoa. And so that was like in taco seasoning and stuff as well, which I didn't realize. But I was like, how do you get through like your periods and stuff? Like, you crave chocolate. And she's like, no, chocolate's a horrible like reminder to me, or like it brought up really bad memories, because she tried chocolate as a kid and she had to have an EpiPen, and then she tried it again and was rushed to the hospital, and she's like, it's horrible memories for me. So it's like interesting how she's been conditioned for that not to be a good thing, right? Crazy. So yeah, but anyways, we have a TikTok.
Yes, we do.
Can you open this?
I sure can.
And I'll get the ear thingies ready. I had seen this one a while ago and laughed. Have you seen that one just by the thing?
I don't know.
Okay. So I had seen this one a while ago, and then...
You should go on the inside.
Yeah, makes sense. And then we were talking about it. I was like, I haven't been on TikTok in a bit because it's been busy. And so Scott was like, oh, I'll look. And we kind of came up with the same one, and I laughed just as hard this time. So hopefully you enjoy it.
Enjoy it, yes.
Okay.
All right. Oh, there we go.
What?
It like started shaking.
That's so strange, because I had just watched it before. I wonder if you shut everything down and then try it again.
I did.
Okay.
Testing my boyfriend's reaction time.
No, hey, you cannot listen to me. No, think about it. If you don't care about me, everything you don't care about me. I come when you're young. It's a little ant. Huh? It might even be big. Every time I come in, it's
She's like, let's
oh my gosh, man, there's an insect. Every time. Why is this time any different? Because there's a guy in the shadow. You just took a fat, hot, acidic, goosebump-driven guy around here. You think anybody would want to come in here? Matter of fact, when I started coming in here, I saw a family man sleep because it smelled like absolute donkey crap. How about that?
I don't even know if I understand anything I watch. I feel like it's very much my sense of humor. Like it has so much that I found hilarious. Oh my goodness! I just like what if I came in here and it was a little insect in sync? That'd be weird too. Yeah, I found that very funny. You didn't find it as funny, right? Funny, but no. I found it hilarious. Let me know if anyone else, Shauna, finds it funny. I thought it was very funny.
Yeah, you and Scott definitely have a very similar sense of humor.
Yeah. It's her and Brian are like, we don't send TikToks to you very often because they don't find them funny. Yeah, I find them funny.
That wasn't unfunny.
Yes, but you're just like, that was a lot.
You were like rolling around laughing.
And I was holding back for this. I love like she's flailing laughing.
I did really like that.
Like she's just like, because it shows that like she knew he was just being like that dramatic, like every time. I just loved it.
Have you ever tested Brian like that?
Well, there's I don't know. Oh no, sorry. I was thinking something completely different. I was thinking like he reacts and I've like reacted, like tested,
like to have that like kind of argument thing.
No, I have not. I would be scared to because he already like okay, so we were at
he would come in like ready to like knock someone
in. And it would take him a while to settle down. So we were at our midweek program and we always have an adult in the foyer. But I needed to go help. I think there was a behavior thing. So I went down.
Nothing urgent.
No,
you needed to be there.
I needed another adult. So I texted and said, no. Did I text? Yes, I texted and said, I need an adult in the foyer. Thinking nothing of it. And I worked through the behavior, came out, and Brian is like, he's right. He's sitting at the table, like, with his, like, I'm
ready to take on whatever you need.
I am ready. And I was like, what's going... And he's like, well, you said... And as soon as he was like, you said, I was like, oh, you thought somebody was coming in the building, like, going to steal a child or something. Like, I don't know. Like, he just thinks like that, like, so I don't think it would be wise for me to test. And I think if you did, Scott would just come in nonchalant. What's going on?
There's like that guy was excellent timing.
Yes.
Scott, no.
He'd be like, oh, she's freaking out about something. Well,
let me finish watching my TikTok videos and then I'll come up with
that Tanya sent me and I'll laugh about it for a little bit and then I'll go check.
Yeah. No, his fight or flight is a little bit different than Brian's. Like,
he's more the chill, like, in that Scott, kind of thing. Yeah.
Where Brian, he just, like, so for example, today at church, my mom couldn't find my oldest son before the service started, and
we were leading worship. Well, Jen was leading worship, but I was on the stage with her.
So, like, my mom said she looked everywhere in the building and could not find him.
But then she went and sat and enjoyed the service.
I told her to, because I was like, I was kind of like, it's not like my kid's a flight risk.
It's true.
And nobody's gonna steal him. Like, he would, like, scream, like, this kid can scream.
Yes.
So I was like, nobody's stolen him.
But you want to know where he is.
But I did. And the longer, I just figured he'd hear service maybe, and he'd, like, kind of come in or whatever. And so I didn't know where he is for the first 2 songs.
And then you had asked me to message, Shalana, a girl in our church, to see if she could look for him. So I messaged, but she didn't see it. So then I messaged Brian, and he was in the sound room. And so then I said, could you let Shalana know and see if she could look? So then she went around, and he saw that she wasn't finding him. And so we're at the front, and we're seeing this, and she goes up to the sound room and was like, I can't find him. And so then Brian turned to our, like, the tech guy and was like, I have to go for a few minutes.
Like, boom, left.
He
like,
just left.
He was like, wasn't, like, up and running at 100%.
No.
He just left.
Like, no, but he said to me after, he's like, I didn't care about the sound. Like, kids are more important. And I was like, of course. And so he just left, and they're both looking. And Jen and I are, like, watching them as they, like, you could see the door. Like, they went this way through by a door and this way, and then they're coming back.
And the whole time
we're playing and, like, distracted. And at one point I was like, should I go? And then one of our friends and volunteers, she actually walked to your guys' house to see if he just kind of wandered back. And we still don't know
exactly
where
what
he
happened.
He
just appeared after the second song.
We think because he was on his tablet that we knew where he was right before the service. He was with friends, and then he went out, and we're thinking he just, like, either sat there. I said to Brian, maybe he headed, like, Sunday school and just sat by the doors. Like, I have no idea. And then all of a sudden we just saw him. And so then I messaged Brian again and was like, he's here in service. And then he went and found Shalana. And I think Shalana's mom was looking for him as well at that point. I think she went out as well. So, like, people looking all over couldn't find him. But I'm glad. So I often bring my phone up during service anyways, because it's really helpful to communicate with Brian if I need something on sound and be like, I need this turned up or this or whatever. So I'm in that practice anyways, or he'll message me at, like, a question or something. So it's helpful for that. But it was an interesting...
But he just took off. So he definitely got that.
Well, and same with Jack. When Jack ran
towards
the road, Scott was napping in the tent. He's fine. And Brian booted it and then fell and broke his elbow. But
hey, he got 6 to 8 weeks off. So
I think it was like longer? 4 months. I think he was off 4 months. But it was helpful in a sense because of COVID and lockdown and everything like that. It was it was a blessing in disguise, and he was able to support our pastor as he was just kind of starting the position, and Brian knew a lot about the building and different things like that. So
it was cool.
It worked out. So we want to give an update about the book. Oh, you were gonna look. So you know that thing when you really start something and you're gun-ho and then you forget about it because you get busy and stuff like that?
And that you just struggle with follow-through because you also suffer from ADHD.
And then you also in the process get diagnosed with ADHD because that's also happened since we started. So... update on the book is that we're gonna keep moving forward.
At some point, yes. My life has been a bit of a mess the last couple of weeks.
It's been rough, eh?
Really rough, which is funny because I think, like, last week we just said how, like, things are kind of, for my mind, we're feeling, like,
that's true.
Better, but this
it's amazing in a week how, it's amazing in a week how things can explode.
So, we we kind of took a little bit of a reset on a lot of things in our home this week, and so that is something I need to take a look at that book again, and so we'll update you
another time. We have lots on our list, so it's fine.
It's fine. You can relate to my crazy stuff, you know?
It's so true though, like when we start something and then it works for a time and then you have to reevaluate, or you hold on to little bits here and there.
Or things like slip and then you have to be like, oh yeah, I want to try that again. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's very relatable. So, decluttering. We were chatting about that today. We were with some friends today and chatting about how
there's a correlation between like
how your environment is.
Yes, your environment and your emotions and how you feel. And I was saying to Renee, like, sometimes when our environment is messy, we can feel messy. Or when our environment's chaotic, we can feel chaotic. And I definitely see that. And one of my friends asked me, like, do you feel, what was the wording she used now? Like, like, is your home a place where you feel like
at peace or have if nobody's home and it's just you, isn't that what she said or something along
like that?
Do you feel settled there? Do you feel calm?
And I was like, no. Yeah. So we got talking about decluttering and whatnot, and I always love talking about decluttering because then that spurs me on. So I came home from lunch and I filled a garbage bag from my bedroom, and I could still do more. Yeah. But then my baby woke up and
that happens. But there's also the other thing I really liked about our conversation was that we have friends and they're at maybe a different point in their life with kids a bit older. And so it's that sense of community. And our friend was like, okay, so this summer I'm going to help and we're going to go through a room and start with one room and do that. And I feel like it's really important for us to have that vulnerability, to accept help and to see the gifts that God has given them and to allow them to bless us or speak life into us or support us or do something, right? Like, and I know there's been times, like it hasn't happened recently because it's been busy, where I've been able to like help with the laundry room or different things like that because I enjoy stuff like that. Yeah. And it's also, sorry, Brian, a lot easier to do it at somebody else's house than your own.
Oh, yeah. My parents used to get so upset with me because I'd go to other people's houses and I'd wash all the dishes. And they'd be like, why can't you wash the dishes here?
It's not as fun.
No, it's definitely not as fun doing it in your own home.
Yeah. So I think it's nice to accept that help. And then also just to hear the support of friends and being like, yeah, I haven't dusted my house in like multiple months.
Yes,
you know, like that was nice. And it's nice to hear. It's
not like a complaining, and it's not like it's this acceptance of mess. It's just
being real.
An acknowledgement of like, you know what, it's fine. Like,
and it doesn't mean you don't keep trying or you don't, right? Like, anyway, so now because of that, like 2 people have offered to come and help, like room by room, like declutter and maybe put in some organization stuff, which I think
everything has a home. Because I was saying like that peace and relaxation, that element is really where I feel best at our trailer because we have like no space for anything and no extra, and so
you
like,
don't keep stuff there.
Yeah, and so you have to stay on top of everything, and we feel just so you can really relax there. So we're going to try and bring an element of that to our home.
Here. And get rid of stuff.
Yeah.
It's amazing how fast stuff
accumulates. It's
unbelievable. It's crazy. So checking in a little bit last week, I had said that like it was super busy around Easter, and so
you were going to be intentionally taking
to be intentionally taking some time off.
How'd that go, Miss Tanya?
And my husband was like, you need to take a day next week and do nothing. And a day when like, because I love being with Bri, but a day when he's not home as well. So because I am me, that even if I'm sharing downtime with somebody, I'm continually thinking
about serving them,
about like, are they doing okay? Like, are they happy? Like, what should I do? Does he need coffee? Whatever. And so a day where I'm just by myself. Yeah. And so I was this close.
And then I ruined
this close on Thursday. I got the kids ready for school. I didn't put makeup on. I like sports bra, comfy clothes, like I'm going to the bus stop.
I don't even think you had made your coffee yet when I'd called.
No, or breakfast, or shower. No, I did shower. And so I was going to the bus stop, and then I was going right back home into my living room and watching a show. And then she called at 8:30 and asked me to come in to supply. And I was like, okay, because I also like, yes, I want to help and serve, but at that moment, I would not have been able to enjoy my day knowing that I was just sitting at home doing nothing when I could be helping and filling a need or position because whatever. So
I definitely ruined it.
But I was glad that I could be, and I loved being with the kids. Yes. It was a lot of fun.
But you know what? I was really proud of you because you could have, I actually haven't told you this, you could have been like, because normally when Tanya supplies, she puts the kids on the bus and then comes right over, and a lot of times
that's true.
Like school starts at 8:50, and a lot of times you're there even before 9:00.
And the bus comes between 8:45 and 9.
And 9, yes. Right? And
that's true.
So I was really proud of you when you said when you processed very quickly, and then you were like,
I need to do quick processing a lot.
Yeah, but then you were like, I'll be there for 9:30, and I was
true,
like,
yeah.
Awesome. Like it was. I was actually so proud of you because I was like, that gives you it. So we were talking about 8:30, so you had a whole hour to.
Well, I was like, I'm going to have to get something to eat and change and put on makeup and grab a coffee. Like I was like, if I'm going to get through this day, I'm going to have to get those things in order. So that is true, and I'm glad that I
been like, oh, I'll just like throw something on and like.
Yeah,
who cares about my hair or whatever? Right?
It's true. I don't know. Yeah, no, I'm glad I took that, but it was interesting because in that moment I was like, yes, I can do this. I didn't realize until Thursday night how much mentally I had put on like getting to Thursday. Like I got to get to Thursday. And so Thursday night I did struggle in my mind, and I was just like, oh, and then Friday I had a commitment. And I was like, oh, if somebody else was able to take that commitment, I would have, because I was done. But then it was really cool because it was playgroup, and I was able to have a really cool chat with somebody, and that wouldn't have happened if we weren't there. And so it did all work out.
Yeah.
And then my son got sick, and I had to pick him up. And then, but at 2:00, I was like, Brian, I am so done, like 36 hours ago. So I went and had a nap, and I had a solid nap, and it was like 2.5 hours, like dreaming, whatever. And I woke up and I felt so much better.
That's so good.
I felt so much better. So hopefully this week, I don't know though, because we have our big party on Wednesday, so it might not. But maybe this week or next week.
Can you stay home on Monday?
No. Okay. I have to get ready for the party and do tapes and videos but maybe next week.
But at least before the Easter presentation, you got a lot of downtime.
That was so cool because, okay, so we had talked about that. Did we talk about that here? Okay, I don't need to say anything. I got downtime when I shouldn't have been able to. Like, it didn't make sense that I had downtime before the Easter thing, but we know that was God setting up and allowing me to have that time. So,
yeah.
Yeah, it's late. We got lots we chatted about today.
Yes.
So we wanted to quickly say, like, with summer, how are you feeling? You had some stuff lined up?
Yeah, I'm feeling kind of good because I just lined up today. Someone's going to come and regularly cut our grass all summer long, and then periodically take care of the yard work, which is huge because both Scott and I hate it. And so,
well, and it's also a matter like that you go to the trailer. So you would have to like come home to cut the grass because Scott's allergies, and it's just kerfuffled. And then you're also supporting a local young person who will cut the grass, and they do an amazing job.
Really great job. And I can't start the lawnmower because I'm left-handed, so I don't have the strength in my right hand to pull it. So
I really is it still the same one that I found at the yard sale, or a different one? Oh, okay,
I don't remember.
Yeah,
but yeah, it's so much better to have someone else take care of it.
To have it.
So what are you looking forward to? Like, anything exciting you about the spring weather? And you're just dreading me going to the trailer.
I don't want to cry on here. Aww. No, I am. I have to go through a grieving, like, oh, trailer season, I won't be able to see you guys as much and stuff. But we make it work, like, and I'll still see you here and there. But yes, I definitely miss seeing you guys when you're not around. And coming over on evenings, because evenings can be tricky in my mind. So, like, having that place to just, like, kind of get out of the house and stuff.
We can leave a key. You can just come over here and watch a movie by yourself.
I'll, like, do cardboard cutouts of you guys. Do snack at the same time. That's fun. I am looking, like, I love the weather today. I'm not looking forward to sweating.
Oh, yeah.
I get so warm.
Humidity.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that. And I love winter. I don't complain about that.
I do. But
I
don't like winter.
The summer, I'm just like, oh, yeah. But that's okay. I love the weather today. If it was temperature like today throughout the whole time, sign me up. Yes. Not every season, but for like the summer, whatever, I think it would be. Oh, yeah.
No, I could totally live in a climate that's like between 19 and 23 degrees all year long.
Could live in a climate that's like 16 to 20 degrees.
I want to be able to go swimming.
Yeah, no, and I do too. Heated pools, just that's where it's at, but... Anyways, so...
Tell us what you're looking forward to for the spring and the summer.
And if you like the TikTok more than this one. And, like... Subscribe. Comment.
Comment, please. Follow.
Follow. What else? I don't know. Scott, what else are we supposed to say? Anything else?
It looked like you were picking your nose.
Anything else to make us feel that this is worth it and that we're not just by ourselves? Please. We appreciate you. Anyways, see you next time. Bye.